Hello and welcome back to another housing video looking at more stuff added in 6.3, the patch that keeps on giving. It gave us a lot of new housing items, and one of the things I wanted to look at, well, basically today, since I'm feeling slightly better, is the pudding. So this is a placement item. It is a food item, but it is a housing placement item. And you can actually make this with a bunch of materials for your culinarian at level 90. It's basic craft, it's not masterwork. And this uses one Roland berry, one set of almonds, one sweet cream, one palm sugar, one ovibos milk, rather, and one egg of elpis. Very easy mats to get, and you can craft yourself a pudding. What is a pudding? It is a pudding. If you know about the pudding creatures, then you'll know what the pudding... I've said pudding far too many times in this video. Pudding. There we go. Delicious pudding in the shape of a pudding. What's not to understand? Yeah, Pudding Way will probably be the biggest fan of this particular video. Of course, you get the usual restriction warning when you place the item. It is perishable. I've got snap to grid on for some reason. There we go. Boop. So let's look at this. It is... the name would suggest, a pudding in the shape of a pudding, a creature pudding. So we've got whipped cream on the top there. We've got a Roland berry. It only used one Roland berry, yet I see 3 pieces here. Very interesting. Maybe we magic those into existence. We've got the almonds for teeth. That's fantastic. And then we've got the pudding itself. That looks actually quite tasty. I would love to eat that. Is this something we're going to see at the Eorzea Cafe or something? Speaking of which, when are we getting an Eorzea Cafe in England? You know, what do we have to do to get them to do a tour? I would love that. It's fantastic though. Look at this. I can only imagine this tastes a little bit like a creme brulee or something. I'm not sure what this would taste like. Of course, my character gets to taste this. And as usual, we are going to see what the plate looks like. There is 10 uses, and this is a massive waste, but many people will be asking what the pudding looks like when there's no pudding left on the pudding. So let's scratch their pudding itch. Now, some housing items that you place down, the food items, they like deteriorate all at once, and some deteriorate in sections. So this is the last bit. There we go. So, like many other items, we have gained an empty plate. You partake the last of a pudding, and it was sublime. It was. And there we go. We have ourselves a plate. Now, funnily enough, plates are incredibly useful. You can clip these on their side. People have put these in other items. Oh, they've made like wheels of cars and all sorts of things. Or like, again, we were talking in the previous video about the idea of making a sink. Here's another item that we emptied, by the way, a similar bowl sort of plate thing. These items are really useful. You can clip them into tables and you can create your own sinks. We were talking about sinks last time, but there we go. Another empty plate to add to our empty plate selection. But yeah, let me know if you got the pudding yet, and if you've, if you've delved into the world of making puddings and food in real life. I got the recipe for the, the culinarian book in real life. I forget what it's called now. The Eorzea cookbook, or whatever it's called. And it's fantastic. I just need more time in the day to prepare some of the meals. Some of them are just mind-blowing. They really are. Anyway, much love. And I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.